overcome. Yeah.
These are the trees out here at the gravesite.
More. All this is part of y'all family. See that grave right there? Right all these people are connected to this Mishoe family. On this side. Yeah.
Wow, all of these graves are connected
Look
to
at
the
big,
Mishoe.
that great big one over there. We're connected. Yeah, it's a huge family.
Our great-great-grandpapa?
Yeah. No, your
grandfather. That's my grandfather.
That's your daddy's daddy.
His daddy.
Yeah.
True, my soul waiteth upon God.
This year,
1955. From him cometh my salvation.
This is Alvy. I know y'all heard about Alvy.
I've heard about him, but who's
Alvy was your daddy's brother.
Oh, that's the one that died early. See,
early.
That's a child. Just the one that you was talking
about? No, he didn't
about?
die as a child. He was a grown man. Alvy was 26.
Oh, well, what? He wasn't. Like was he the one that
he didn't talk?
Was
so he didn't talk. To? Right. All of them were attached to him.
She talked like he was real young. That's the way spelled. No, they just spelled it wrong. M-I-S-H-U.
Yeah,
right.
But Joan, them Uncle John's children used the U.
Yeah,
M-I-S-H-O-U.
They deliberately did that.
They did that.
Really?
They did that deliberately.
Yeah, they
Why?
deliberately did that. That's what I'm saying.
Now they misspelled this right here. See that the person that
error.
That's an error right there.
Okay.
But that's how Grandpapa
instead of an
spelled
H, they
but
have
this
an
how
L.
Grandpapa was.
Same guy, same man. The daddy them traded lands with the Richardsons.
Okay.
That own all that waterfront.
Yes.
He gave the Bucksport community this lot of land to bury on.
And tell me again about the swapping of the land.
Granddaddy them, my daddy them was born in Tip Top.
Okay.
So they wanted to farm.
Okay.
Granddaddy and Uncle Boston them, they were farmers.
Okay.
So they swapped land with Mr. Richardson. I think that's what his name.
Okay.
Richardson, I don't want to get his name mixed up.
Okay.
For farmland, because you know they like waterfront land. Other people like waterfront land.
Okay, and black folks like farming. They
like
don't care for all that water.
Because see, they couldn't feed their families if they had
waterfront.
All that sand and everything down there, because it won't grow nothing.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So this people are buried way back out in there.
Yeah, I see. Way back.
Way back out in there, where those trees and stuff here.
My.
They're buried all back there. And this year, Grandpapa Rob is over here. This Uncle Boston's wife.
This is Uncle Boston's wife.
Yeah,
Okay, and Uncle Boston was the one that Grandpa relied on because of his intellect in terms of business, right? Okay.
Yeah. And this here Uncle Boston.
And this is Uncle Boston.
I do too. No.
I'm sorry, born May 18th, 1888, and died October 11th, 1976. And that is
This is
Boston.
one of Uncle Boston's daughters. This is Retha.
Retha?
Retha? Yeah.
There was a Retha Mishoe?
Yeah.
And Daddy didn't name you Retha Mishoe?
Maybe he tried, and Mommy turned it into Aunt Retha, or Retha, because of Aunt Retha.
Right,
That's Retha. That's Uncle Boston's daughter.
This is Uncle Boston's daughter. She was born July 18, 1924, and died February 15, 1977. Who would have known that there was another Retha? Ah, so much history.
Yeah. Uncle Boston had
a lot in that brush. A lot of them in that brush.
Let's see who this is. Willie McCray. Willie McCray. Is that Uncle Tom's dad?
What?
Willie McCray, is that Uncle Tom's dad?
Yeah, because I'm stepping on people.
Or a brother or something?
They're related. It's a relative. Uncle Boston had a son that died 2 weeks before my oldest child was born. And that was 52 years ago. He got killed right on a tree, right down there.
Oh my.
killed on a tree?
They hung him?
Like, oh no, he was going around a curve. That curve.
Oh, okay.
And the car hit the tree.
Oh
And he
my.
got killed down there. But before he died, I had a dream. I saw it just like it happened.
Really?
I got up and I told Mom and I told Daddy about it in the barn across from the house. So the night that Junior got killed, Mama came back and told me what had happened to him. The same thing that I told her. Not only did I see the dream, I saw the funeral.
My.
I saw the lineup. I was pregnant at the time. I saw the lineup. I walked with it, but it was Daddy. Daddy was standing in the yard at Akiva Funeral Home, and he was standing in the yard with all these people around him, and he was crying. I stood on Mama porch and watched from Mama porch to Beulah House, and I saw when Uncle Boston came out the house. He stood in the same spot Daddy was standing in our yard, and these people surrounded him, and he was crying. I saw it all in my dream, and I had already told my Mom and Daddy about it.
My.
That's like I had a dream. I saw my son. I called him and Mama because this guy came to me in my dream and told me I was dying. And I had a year-old baby. And I was pleading for my life because I wasn't ready. You know, I'm out there with the devil. I was pleading. So it scared me, and I called Mom and Daddy. They came down and they prayed with me. And Daddy said, Joe said, that's not a dream. He said, that's a vision. So they went back home, and as soon as Mom and Daddy left me in that house, that guy came right back again. I could hear his foot on the sand in my house, and I know I wasn't asleep. So he came back, and he had these two girls with him. And I asked him, I said, if I got to go, I explained to him that I wasn't ready and why I wasn't ready. And I said, but if I got to go, assure me that my mama would take my baby. They assured me that Mama would take my baby. And one of the girls said to me, she said, I'm leaving. She said, I don't have no business here. And I asked her, I said, well, how are you going? She said, I said, you don't drive? She said, no, so I can fly. So she left. Wow. And the other girl went with her.
So, Joan, as you have so eloquently taught us about our history, the grave sites, and now how God is so merciful and how he shows up in the least ways that we can't even imagine. Tell those that are watching who you are and how you're a family to the three of us.
Okay. My name is Joan Mishoe Giles, the daughter of Lonnie Mishoe. Lonnie was one of 16 siblings. Roosevelt Mishoe was my uncle, which was my dad's brother. And we are first cousins. Yeah.
Right, thank you. Now we're going to go back to the front because I want you to tell me the pictures I'm getting ready to take down the road. Would you tell me what that is about? These are woods. This is wood. We got cows, pigs. It's just interesting what I'm seeing here. I've never seen anything like it. And yet, I understand that this is someone's livelihood. And to most of us, it looks like a place where there's just a lot of garbage. But to others, this is their livelihood. And this is how they live. And so I thank God and I pray for them. Because when those come in, that will change the look of this community. They're going to take all this down. They're not going to have the horses, and the horses over there are beautiful. Would you tell me what that is about down there? It looks like a bunch of chaos, and yet somebody's living among the chaos. You've got pigs in cages, and you've got dirty pigs and dirty horses, and yet someone is living among all that squander. And to us it's squander, but to them it's a life.
It's a life.
It's a life.
That's right.